Hey, what's going on? Welcome back. Doing it again. Afternoon tea with Hollywood Editing Mentor. We're gonna wait a couple moments here for people to show up. Let everyone settle in. Hope everyone has their tea or whatever else that you might be enjoying on this summer day. Maybe is tea a little too hot for right now? I don't know. I still enjoy it. Cheers. Oh, people are showing up. El hermano Agustin, what up, bro? Glad you're here. Agustin Resach, yeah, you might have read his article on the HollywoodEditingMentor.com website. Great article, go check it out if you haven't read it. The service-centric mindset under the advice section. People are coming in, that's good. I added a little bit of milk to my tea today, a little oat milk. Nice and foamy, it's great. Is everything sounding good? Everything looking good? I hope we don't have the closed captioning today. I don't know what happened last time. Awesome. Welcome back here to Afternoon Tea with Hollywood Editing Mentor. Glad to be doing this again. El compa George Lopez. ¿Qué onda, compita? Glad to see you here. Yeah, it was so much fun the first time around. Of course, had to do it again. Oh, wow. Víctor Andrade is here. ¿Qué onda, loco? ¿Qué onda, loco? ¿Cómo estás? Good to see you, Victor. Eric. What up, Eric? Thanks for letting me know. Glad it's sounding good, looking good. It was so fun the first time, and so if you weren't here the first time, this is Afternoon Tea with Hollywood Editing Mentor. I like to do this. This is the second time, and it was good because I was initially just gonna be here to answer any questions that you might have, but then I thought, hey, why don't we make this into a networking event, a way for people to meet other people, introduce yourselves, make new friends, and also just maybe ask questions to each other, or maybe if I don't know an answer, maybe someone else can chime in and we can all kind of bounce off ideas off each other. So it was great. It's a way to build a community, I think, and that's what I want to do here. I want to build the community. It keeps growing every day, and I just want to keep growing it. And so I want to thank you for your interest in Hollywood Editing Mentor. I can't say how much it means to me for all this support. It's been great. And I just want to keep doing it, growing it, and helping as many people as possible. And so, if you want to find out more about the Hollywood Editing Mentor program, head over to HollywoodEditingMentor.com and join the list. Join the list, or join the community, our founding members group. You can stay up to date with all the advice, all the content that's coming out of Hollywood Editing Mentor. Of course, I strive to provide as much free content as possible. I want to help everyone out. And if you want to work one-on-one with me, we can do that as well. I do offer this mentorship service. You can contact me and find out more about that. And also, we're working on developing an online course, some courses that'll address both the soft and hard skills that'll help you on your journey to becoming a post-production professional. So this thing is growing. There's so many things planned. Sign up for the list. Sign up for the founding members group at HollywoodEditingMentor.com/join to stay up to date with all this information, all the content, and to receive exclusive offers only for the founding members group, HollywoodEditingMentor.com/join. go now or go after the session and sign up. Like I said, I want to keep growing this. Let's see who else is here. Who else is here? Let's see. Mark Dashna, welcome back. Good to see. I like that a lot of you came back. That's awesome. Ben, what's going on, Ben? Hope you're doing well. Everyone is in. I see Julia, Stephanie's here. That's great. Of course, like I said, well, if you don't know me, my name is Joaquin Elizondo. I am the creator of the Hollywood Editing Mentor Program. I'm also a film and TV editor. Currently, have been working and editing films and scripted TV shows here in Hollywood for the past couple of years. But I've been editing for like almost 20 years. Can you believe that? I've been doing that for almost 20 years. So I've done so many things. From talk shows, local news, documentary, sports, sizzle reels. I mean, everything. But honestly, my dream was always to work in Hollywood and film and scripted TV shows, and I eventually was able to do that with a lot of hard work, determination, a lot of trial and error. Made a bunch of mistakes, a lot of them, and went through some hard times. But you know what? I knew what I wanted to do in life, and I had no other choice. So I figured it out, and I did it. And here we are. And now I want to pass on that knowledge to you. If you're on that same journey or just simply want to work in post-production, in editing, obviously not just in scripted TV or film, but it takes a lot. It takes a lot. And I think, I don't have the answers to everything. I don't have, there's no set way of doing it. There's no way set of doing things. The important thing is to have a goal and then maybe learn from other people how they've been successful. And that's what I try to do. I try to tell people, hey, you know what? There's no set way of doing it. This is just how I did it, but I think that you can maybe build a foundation, build some strategies, and then figure out what works for you. And that's kind of the idea of the Hollywood Editing Mentor Program. All right, who else is here? Let's see. Anissa back again. Hello, what's up? Sean, good to have you here, Sean. Julia, what's up? Good to see you, to have you here. Tani, what up? Good to see you again. It's awesome. I think people are coming in, and it's all good. What are people drinking? I know there's some of you out there that are not drinking tea. I know that for sure. It's all good. Hey. But I am having my chai today. My chai with a little oat milk. It's great. Let me see who else is here. David Torres, ¿qué onda? What's up? Good to have you back, David. Yeah, Agustin. Exactly. We're all here on the same boat. That's the thing. We're all on the same boat. We're trying to connect with other like-minded people. That's so important. And I think this is the space to do it. That's why I created this space so that, because initially it was like, well, I'll just, I said I'll answer questions. But why not? Let's just maybe here make it so that we can talk to other people, send some friend requests, send some messages, and connect. That's the important thing, because we feed off each other. I definitely learned that, and that's why when I came to LA, I was seeking that like-minded people, and it helped me a lot to join a community. And to simply just talk to other like-minded people, just to share my thoughts, just to talk. It wasn't even necessarily finding work. Obviously, that was what I wanted, but it was about, I don't know, feeling understood, feeling someone just had my back, or just simply understood me. I just lost my monitor. There it is. We're back. Already having technical difficulties here on Afternoon Tea with Hollywood Editing Mentor. Denise, good to see you. Yes, chai with oat milk is the best. I love it. Oat milk, I am obsessed with oat milk. It is delicious. Garrett Bentley, good to see you here. Hello to you too. Jason, you already had enough coffee? He's like, I'm done. Just doing stick in the water. That's great. I need to drink more water. Ben Park, of course, yeah. Oat milk's but I am jumping on the oat milk train, no doubt. I'm all about it. I think I'm obsessed too. I probably drink too much of it. Yerba mate, Anisa, yerba mate with oat milk and a touch of agave. Interesting. You know what? I've never had mate. I've never had it. My Argentine friends, I have a lot of Argentine friends, and I have never had it. Arnie Palmer. Oof. Was a great, nice and refreshing, great summer drink. Okay. So I think everything's working. That's good. That's good. Well, I'm going to start it off, one of the things to talk about this week, I released a video talking about health and fitness, how that's important. For our health, to take care of our mind, our body. And I don't, I found that it's important to meet our goals, when setting goals and to keep us fresh in our careers. So it's not only about just, like I said, looking good and simply the physical aspect of it. It applies to, it helps us achieve our goals. It gives us energy. It helps us stay creative. I honestly, when I started working out and making, really got into it and eating right, more than anything, I got to say the nutrition, eating right, I just became much more creative. I had more energy. I was, things were just much more clear. And so I was able to just do better work. I do more work. I got more done. I was able to leave the office at a decent time. And that, along with also time management, because I talked about the ways that I avoid burnout, and that is time management and taking care of my mind, my body. And those two things, is that simply, I just got more done. Sure, we work long hours and, we're isolation as editors. But I found a way that I have control over a lot of things. And that means by focusing on myself and making a better version of myself and my body, my mind, improving those things, I just perform better. And so that also applies to simply when you're out looking for a job, when you're out there hustling, it just keeps you energized. It keeps you feeling happy and positive. Food has a lot to do with it. I'm telling you, more than anything. It's more about the nutrition. Of course, staying active is important too, but I'm telling you, if I don't eat right, I mean, that same day, the next day, I'm not as productive. And my energies just, drop. And it's clear. It's a fact. I'm not gonna get all scientific here. I don't have the straight up science facts or anything. I can just tell you from experience. The experts will say it. It's no doubt a fact. It's true. It's important. That's why I made those videos, because especially in this career where we are working long hours and we're kind of in there in a dark room by ourselves, we got to stay, just feeling positive, energized. And so it's important. And also just simply time management, like I said, it relieves a lot of stress for me. I don't have so many ideas in my head where I'm like, I don't know what to do. There's so many things, and then I have to do it, and eventually I do nothing, right? And so by managing my time, I'm more productive. I can finish my things and then have more free time to do the things that I really love to do, And so that's very important. Those things, I suggest that, I'm telling you, it works. Try it. Start developing those habits. Start looking for a way. Set goals. Set those goals. What are your goals? It could be anything. It doesn't have to be just strictly, I want to work in film. No, it's anything. I want to be, I want to communicate more with my family. I want to, whatever. I want to read more. Anything. Set goals. And that'll be your motivation, hopefully, to start doing things and achieving them, and then finding a way how to get there. I just simply recommend adapting a healthier lifestyle. Okay, enough about me. What do you guys do to avoid burnout or to stay energized? I want to hear from you. Andrea, ¿qué onda? Been a while, miss you. Good to see you here. That's awesome. George Lopez, mi compa George Lopez. I have been working with George now. I think George, we're going on to our 5th week. And I've gotten to know George. He's a great person and he works hard. He's determined. I could see it. I saw it right away. he did not think twice about for us to work together. He knows what he wants to do. He talked to me about it. And I said to him, man, I noticed right away he has that drive and the desire. And I can see him now. I mean, we talked about simply just how to network, and I can see him, especially here on Facebook. I see the difference. I see how he's getting into it, and figuring it out. There's a strategy. There's a lot of things to this to say, especially to network and transition, say, from one career to another. But there's ways to do it. There's no set formula, but there are strategies you can take. And that's what I've been working on with George. He's doing great. I know he's going to do great. I know you're going to do great, George. Trust me. So it's been great working with him. Like I said, so if anyone else wants to work with me, I head over to HollywoodEditingMentor.com/join. Join the email list, the founding members group. I'm doing exclusive offers for the founding members group. So go there right now or after, HollywoodEditingMentor.com/join. Let's see. Edward, ¿qué onda? What's up, man? Good to see you here, Edward. Food can totally mess with energy levels. I'm tweaking my diet to have lighter lunches and trying to remove snacks so I'm not crashing in the afternoon. Snacks, man. I am a snacker. I love snacks. It's a problem. I learned that. I said to myself, when I was at the office, of course, I have a crafty, I have snacks there. I mean, it's so easy to just walk out, go into the kitchen and start grabbing stuff. So what I did was I even though they had a bunch of snacks there, and certainly our PA would ask, hey, anything that you want me to get, and that was great. But I started bringing my own because I know what worked for me, and I just knew what healthy snacks that I liked, and so I started just bringing my own and setting those in my office for me. But yes, I agree. Snacks they're so yummy, obviously. But it can be bad. A lot of calories, empty calories, no nutrition, and then it's just like, gain a lot of weight and crash and eating a lot of salt and fat and all that stuff. And yeah, especially in the afternoon, the last thing I want is to crash in the afternoon when I am, coming back from lunch and trying to work on a cut. That's the worst feeling. I already know that. I know that if I have a heavy lunch, I'm going to come back and I'm not going to be productive. So if I know that, I try to stick to light lunches, just healthy lunches. I still eat chicken breast or whatever, a protein, maybe a little bit of quinoa, rice, and I try to pack in the veggies. It's great, and it makes a huge difference. And then I go back to the office and I crush it. I finish my scenes and I go home at a decent hour. It's the best, and I just feel great. Agustin agrees. He'd back that horse any day. The fighting rooster, El Gallo. Katya, back again, Qatar. You're staying up late. That's great. I'm glad you're here. To avoid burnout, I take a day of self-care, whether it be reading, watching show I enjoy, enjoying coffee, taking time for the small things. That's the point. That's what I'm trying to say. It's, for me, it's say, exercise. I talked about 3 things: exercise, nutrition, and sleep. Those are like my main things, right? But it can be anything for you. So for example, like reading, and she said, watching a show, enjoy. That is, everyone has their way of doing it. I simply just talked about the way I do it. That's, I recommend it, of course, but it's up to you to find what works for you. I'm just saying that these things that maybe, think outside the box, maybe a little bit. What can I do to really zone out for a bit, and then take some time from work, and just be aware of that. Of saying, hey, I do need to. It's important to step away, and like I said, zone out because you just can't just be working all the time. We do need to take some time for ourselves, in whatever way that whatever way you like. But thank you, Katya. I'm glad to see you here. Let's see. William Washington, good to have you here, William. To avoid burnout, I think, I look at parts of film in my collection. I'm inspired by studying. And I'm also very inspired by the activism in IATSE these days for more inclusive workplaces. Yes, of course. Love all the work that's happening to be more inclusive. in our workplace, certainly here at Hollywood Editing Mentor, we're trying to do that, and certainly have a lot more announcements regarding that soon. But that's great. Yeah, right. Watching films, I get it. I think I want to watch more films right now during this pandemic, and shows. I've been, I did start watching, I gotta say, Money Heist. It's great. But yeah, that's the way. I also started playing video games. The Last of Us 2 is just amazing. But suddenly it's like, oh, it's 2:00, 2 a.m. And so, but that's I totally talk about zoning out there. I just forget about everything. But that's great. Watching films, of course, that's awesome. And you learn. It's the studying. I totally get it. Jason, I've been cooking at home more, and it's helped me keep my mind focused on a rewarding tasks. For the physical aspect, I'm able to do martial arts at a nearby park with other students from my dojo. Social distance, of course. That's great. That's awesome. Cooking. That's one of the things I used to, I still do, but I used to cook a lot more. And I found it very therapeutic, very fun. And, it goes along with the nutrition aspect that I talked about. I do enjoy cooking. I do. I actually, right now, I am doing for the next 30 days a more custom tailored diet for my goals, for, say, specifically now, I want to lose a little bit of weight and eventually, gain some more muscle. Anyways, it's a very custom tailored program, but I've been cooking a lot more. I have to make my meals because I have to follow a menu. So I've been back in the kitchen a lot more, and it's great. I put on, a podcast or music, and it's awesome. I agree. And of course, martial arts, awesome. You're out there putting in some physical activity. That's great, Jason. Thanks for sharing. Denise started doing online yoga classes every day and meditate on Headspace. It's really made me feel happier since the whole COVID lockdown. That's awesome. I totally get about yoga. I got into yoga. I go in and out of it. I don't stick to it. I'll confess. But I understand the benefits of yoga. I just struggle to stick with it. But it's awesome. The one thing I will say about meditation is that's the one thing I have not tried. I need to do it. I don't know what it is that I make excuses. I don't do it. And so I need to get into meditation and Headspace. I'll definitely check it out. Thanks for sharing, Denise. We have this, why is this, let me see. There we go. I took off the captions. There it is. I just have to do it manually. Roberto. Hey, man. Saludos. Good to see you here, man. Yeah, Andrea. Craft service is the worst. I mean, yeah. Obviously, it's great. I appreciate that they provide that for us. It's just, if you can request the healthy snacks, if not, just simply bring your own. That's what I started doing. I just brought my own. Eric. Eric, come on. Eric's eating potato chips. We're going to talk about this next week. Anissa, to avoid burnout, I'll just make some tea, no caffeine. Sit on the couch and watch a movie. I sometimes have to force myself to do nothing. That is another thing. Yes, that is something. I actually have to, how do you, yeah, right? It's crazy, right? Forcing yourself to do nothing. But I often have to do that. It's like I feel like I have to always be doing things. It's a reminder that, hey, man, like take time off. That's important. There's nothing wrong. There's no need to feel guilty about taking time off. I've learned that. Don't feel guilty about it. It's good to lounge and binge watch shows, play video games the entire day. Do a day for yourself. That's great. There's nothing wrong with it. That's something I've learned. I've worked on. But I totally get it, Anissa. I totally understand it. Matthew, good to see you. Mental health is always important. I have been taking nightly walks and I feel amazing from it. That's awesome. Walks are great. I certainly need to do more of that because I often get stuck with just simply saying, "All right, I worked out today," and that's it. And it's no, I need to also in the middle of the day or even at night step out and take a walk. Exercising just like say an hour workout, whatever it is, a day is not enough. It's not enough. It's good, but it's not enough. I think at least having one walk, at least one extra walk a day, like I said, middle of the day or maybe in the evening, afternoon, late afternoon. It's very good. So thank you, Matthew. Jacobo, ¿qué onda? He loves the outdoors, hiking on the weekends, trail running, getting some sun. Totally. I've been wanting to get. I run. I run. I'm a runner. I could say that, I guess. But I've been so curious about doing trail running. I even bought trail running shoes, and have not used them. So maybe one day we can go trail running. You can show me where the good spots are. Sean has a corgi. I love corgis. Going to dog parks with my corgi helps me with burnout, although on some days he contributes to the burnout. I took care of a corgi once. I dog sat for a weekend and have a interesting personality. I love them though. Yeah, corgis are awesome. Let's see. Who else? I love it. I love you guys are commenting, asking questions, and I just like to hear from you because it also I'll say this, it also motivates me, and I know that what things I need to try out. Like for example, meditation, no doubt about it. I need to get into it. I need to go back into yoga. I that's yeah. I need to force it to be like as a routine, part of my workouts, I should say. They help a lot. But yeah, it's great to hear from you guys. Headspace, okay, Headspace is good. I'm gonna look into it. Any tips for meditation that you can offer me or anyone else? I always think about meditation. For me, like say for example, like sitting down and closing my eyes, and there's so many things happening in my head. I feel I can't tune it out. It's so much work. So maybe some tips or anything like that, I appreciate, but I will start doing that. Headspace, there it is, yeah. George Lopez, working with my hands helps me, especially since we're on the computer at work the whole day. Yeah, that's true. That's another thing. I wish I had more space to have more like tools and decent setup, but totally get it. A huevo, Jacobo. Nick, good to have you here. Would anyone like to ride bikes in Griffith Park with Nick? That's another thing. I've been wanting to get a bike for so long. Does anyone know or can I guess recommend some good bike shops in LA? I'll go anywhere. I live kind of south central area. Kind of almost to the west side, but not completely. But I think I want a road bike. I do want a road bike. So any recommendations would be great for both a store and a bike. And also used or new. What do you think? Yeah, I also heard about the Calm app. I gotta say I did not know about Headspace. I think Calm was the one I knew about. Okay, so Anissa says there are also a lot of guided meditations on YouTube. I'm gonna check that out. YouTube is amazing. I've gotten more into YouTube with the Hollywood Editing Mentor program. Check out the Hollywood Editing Mentor YouTube channel, and so I've been learning a lot about it. It's great. I can see why people are just love it, and don't they even have cable anymore because there's everything on YouTube. YouTube is awesome. I guess now I just see it really. I've learned how to use it better, and I just really got into it. So much content. It's ridiculous. Oh, really? The Mer Park, huh? Well, that's close by. It's near the Vision Theater. I know I saw one on in the Village. Is it that one next to Hot and Cool Cafe, next to the Jamaican restaurant right there, or in between, I should say. But yeah, let me know the name if you got it. Matthew recommending Don's bikes in Rialto and Redlands. Maybe Eric can bring me a bike from Redlands. Check that out. Awesome, Matthew. Thanks for the recommendation. Same thing, Julia. Yeah, my mind just never stops. It just doesn't. And so listen to ASMR to go to sleep. Okay. All right. I'll look into it. Yeah, I'm always like, especially going to bed, it's rough. Mark Dashna, he says meditation and yoga are too inactive for me. That's the thing. That's why it's hard for me to get into those things. I don't dislike it. I know the benefits. At least yoga, because I've tried it. I know the benefits, so I love it. But that's why it's so hard for me to stick to it because it's so inactive. And of course, in meditation, can you imagine? I mean, like that's why I just have a really hard time. But I appreciate obviously yoga. So I do a lot of jogging. I do a lot of strength training, boxing. Those are the things that I love, and I'll not stop doing. And so you can easily do that. But yeah, yoga and obviously I think meditation. That's the thing. I just struggle with it because it's so inactive. That's the way to put it. That's the way exactly how I would put it. Oh, Eric. Okay, Eric knows what's up. Of course, the Redlands Pride Institution. That's great. What does everyone like to cook? I'm doing really healthy stuff right now, like super clean. Like I said, I'm on this kind of 30-day diet. I'm not, it's just not even really a diet. It's just to kind of, shifting my nutrition or the way I'm eating for the next 30 days based on specific goals. But really clean, just, for example, last night had some mahi-mahi, with asparagus, broccoli, stuff like clean. Had some tacos, some chicken tacos just with straight up vegetables and no other fixings. I mean, it was just straight up clean. I can tell you I feel much, much better. I cut out carbs, and I think yesterday I was really feeling low energy, kind of drowsy, and because I think I lowered my carb intake, and it was interesting. But today I think carbs went back up, and I feel better. That's crazy. Yeah, I love, it to me. I mean, personally, I just find it fascinating how our body reacts to things, especially nutrition. And it's like when you learn how to manipulate it, and it's like you'll notice right away, like, oh my God, I had like I had too many carbs, or I had too much salt, or caffeine, and you can find tweak in, like dial in, exactly what works for you and what makes you feel great. Yeah, this is I love all the recommendations. I love that you guys are chatting. Like I said, friend request each other, connect, find out what everyone's doing. What do you work? Well, if you're working or what you were working on, or what area you work in, say in post production, or maybe something else completely different. This is your chance. Connect or ask questions. I'll ask questions. You want me to ask a question? I'll ask it to the group. I'll post it here. and we can start a dialogue. I just obviously, like I said, I made this video the other day, so I thought I'd bring it up. I think it's important. I think these things are important for our careers as well. I'm glad this is funny you bring this up, Julia, because I have found personally that carbs help me sleep and not protein. But I have heard that protein is I have also heard that it's better for sleep. For me personally, carbs help me sleep. That's me. But, I'll say this because I am working right now with a nutritionist, and I said that to her, and she kind of made a face, like saying, oh, like that's weird because I think it's the opposite. So at least for me, I think carbs, and especially protein late at night, that's terrible for me. Like I have nightmares. So I try to stick to more carbs at night before dinner. Although right now I am cutting back on carbs. Like I said, sometimes my days are different depending on what I'm doing, my activity levels. Anyways, you can get really deep into this stuff, but that's interesting that you brought it up, Julia. Eric loves the no carb diet. Interesting. I don't know if I think I had withdrawals yesterday. It was weird. Like it was the whole day. And even I think the night before I had like headaches at night. It was weird. And then today I upped the carbs and then I'm fine. You got to eat to live. Food is basically medicine. That is so true. It is so true. And I got to admit, it took me a while to figure that out. I used to eat, man, so bad. Look, trust me, this is not something I figured out for my entire life. This is something fairly recent for me. My health was terrible. I have always dealt with weight issues. Always, my entire life. It wasn't until a couple years ago that I decided to make a change. And it started initially with, honestly, me just wanting to look good. And then I discovered, wow, my body really reacts to this and I feel much better. And, and I just kind of adopted this lifestyle, of simply eating healthy. It's not a diet or anything. It's just eating healthy and being active and getting sleep. That's also an important one. If I don't sleep, man, my at least 7 hours, like I said in the video, it's rough. It's worse than like a hangover, It's just, the sleep is so important. And sometimes especially now that I'm here, try to make it a point to nap. Maybe those 15 minutes nap, woo, get a second wind, you're good to go. Nick, here's a little bit of a work question. Is anyone working on a project and would like a second editor or editing assistant? I could offer to work for credit if it's a good project. Of course, the work situation right now is a little rough. Is anyone know? I hear people are taking on interviews here and there. I know some people that are still working in post, obviously, on their shows. They haven't stopped working throughout this pandemic. But what have you guys heard of stuff going on? I've heard very little. But Nick, putting out a feeler, that's great. Marcus, what up? How can you continue in a pandemic to go to mixers? Are there still mixers going on like a Zoom mixer? You're in one right now. I think this is a networking mixer. I think this is a way to introduce yourself to other people. I mean, right now, tell us who you are, or what you were working on, what you want to do. This is an opportunity. Just because I'm, say, maybe leading a discussion or whatever, you can chime in at any time. I want this to be also about the community, for you guys to, get help and answers and leads, make friends. I'm just kind of talking here, and I'll gladly answer any questions, give advice, whatever. But also, I want you to all, meet each other and connect. But yes, I consider this a mixer for sure. I think just because we're in this pandemic doesn't mean we can't keep networking. All right, Eric. I will talk more about that. I'm interested to hear more about that because maybe I've been doing it all wrong. Nick, also again talking about DaVinci Resolve. Yeah, I started when the pandemic started. I was took some classes on it. I love it. I think it's great. I'm trying to use it more. Certainly, Resolve is great. Honestly, I've been using a lot of Premiere right now, doing all these videos. I use Premiere at home, and I love it too. I love just the Creative Cloud, the whole suite. Or it's great. Yeah, there you go. Friend request, Jacobo. Garrett Bentley, everyone feel free to friend him. Currently a film student studying post-production. That's awesome, Garrett. Good to hear that. Help Garrett out. Might have some questions. And Garrett, if you have questions, hit me up. Yeah, Eric has his page, This Post Life. Follow him. He posts some amazing events, articles, information. Yeah, he gets a hold of. I mean, it's kind of nuts with the stuff that he's gets a hold of and posts. It's amazing. Really cool events. Follow Eric over there at This Post Life. Itai, I hope I'm saying it correctly. I apologize if I'm not. Currently working on a feature remotely. Heard of some unscripted shows starting in recent weeks. It's good to hear, man. Yeah, I kind of just hear kind of things here and there starting, but it hasn't been much. At least for me, from my end. Maybe you guys know more about it. Mark Dashnaw, shifting the topic here a little bit. For everyone who's on unemployment, who's worried, you are all. Sorry, I get this thing pops up that blocks kind of the text. Get away. Okay, there you go. Mark Dashnaw here. For everyone who's on unemployment, who's worried, you all about the discontinuation of the extra $600 a week at the end of July? Me. That is gonna change things. I know. I forget that that's happening. I'm like, oh yeah, there's that. Man. Yeah. And there hasn't been any word about continuing that, or that's not happening, right? I've been staying away from the news. Probably, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. But hey, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll figure this out. But of course, for now, just wear the masks. Let's get this thing settled hopefully soon. Yeah, for no consensus in Congress, hoping to get something soon. Yeah, we're all kind of hoping the same thing. Yeah, it ends this week. I think it's I think this weekend is the last day you can file or claim that, right? I think. Oh no. Here we go. Yeah, it's and I saw an article, I think yesterday or this week, about production ramping up. I thought I heard, I saw something about that. Anissa said she's heard rumblings of stuff picking back up. I haven't stopped working during all this, and now I'm working days and nights, so I've had to get innovative with sleep. Wow, so you're working too much. Well, I mean, of course I want you to sleep, but I'm glad you're working. Has anyone taken like some road trips or some type of vacation? Maybe even flown somewhere? I was gonna fly to visit a friend up in NorCal, and I decided to drive eventually. It was great. I mean, I wanted to take a road trip, just get on the road a little bit, drive, put on my music, and so that was great. But I see a lot of people definitely are going out to the national parks, so that's awesome. Woo. Don't forget to head over to HollywoodEditingMentor.com and join the founding members list by going to HollywoodEditingMentor.com/join. I'll give you some future updates on what's happening here with Hollywood Editing Mentor. There's a lot of things happening, a lot of big announcements coming soon. Of course, like I said, I there's a lot of free advice on there, and I'll keep doing that. I'm going to keep doing that. Like I said, I want to help as many people as possible. If you desire to dig a little deeper and work one-on-one with me, let me know. I do offer that service. And, I am also working on putting together some online courses, some video courses. And so, I'll be offering a lot of exclusive content and offers. So sign up, HollywoodEditingMentor.com/join. A lot of big things happening. This thing is growing. And I thank you. You were the inspiration. This all started kind of with an idea and a survey. You responded, and it motivated me to create this. And I see that there was a void to fill, and I'm just glad that all this stuff that is being done here is you're finding it helpful. And if you have also any recommendations or things that you would like to see, let me know. You can go to email me, send me a friend request, private message, go over to the website, send me a message through there, whatever. I'm always looking for suggestions. I want to know what are the challenges you're facing and what I can do to help you. Morro Bay. Denise went to Morro Bay. I love Morro Bay. That's a great place. I've been there once. It was awesome. That was a very beautiful place. George Lopez is saying that he works at Telemundo and works on the Universal lot, and he says that he's seen The Voice start up again, and he's seen more activity at Amblin. I know there's definitely activity going on. There's definitely stuff happening. Maybe not a lot, but I do see movement. I've heard some of my friends and colleagues say they're going on interviews. So there's definitely movement. There's activity happening. No doubt about it. And yeah, I'm sure I brought this up last time. I started playing The Last of Us 2. Man, that's addicting, huh? I think that's also, I'm not a big gamer, and I don't constantly play video games. Definitely Last of Us is I had to play it. And so, but what I'm trying to say is that man, the things that they're doing, how the industry, video game industry the gaming industry is evolving. I think that's the future of entertainment. It's not playing a video game. You're playing a movie. It's the gameplay, the interaction is crazy. It's amazing. That industry is just gonna explode. But yeah, the other day I was like, looked at my watch. It's like 2 a.m. I'm like, what am I doing, man? And I could have kept going, but I was like, I gotta go to bed. But it's so good. Maybe other games that you recommend that I play? Or maybe not, because then I wouldn't do anything with the Hollywood Editing Mentor program, right? But it's so fun. Ghost Garrett is saying Ghost of Tsushima. Hope I said that correctly. I'll look into that, Garrett. I did not remove the lower third. Still figuring this stuff out. This is awesome. I use Ecamm Live for this. It's great. It's really fun to use. Did you? Where's Agustin reading an amazing sci-fi novel called The Three Body Problem? Mind blowing. That's awesome. Good to hear. And yeah, Agustin. Glad. Hope everyone read Agustin's article on the advice in the advice section of Hollywood Editing Mentor. Check it out. The service-centric mindset. We gotta about kind of putting our ego aside, and remember that we are servicing someone as assistants and editors. Check it out, Agustin. Thank you. That was an awesome article, and obviously can't wait to hear more from you. We do have some more stuff lined up, so stay tuned. Julia says, for something relaxing, I definitely recommend Animal Crossing. You can totally go at your own pace. All right, I'll check that out. Oh, there you go. So Last of Us was a trip. Yeah, he said Ghost of Tsushima, huh? Totally. Okay, I'll check. I have to look at it. If anyone likes MMOs, Star Wars: The Old Republic is free on Steam now. Thanks, Matthew. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna keep doing these. I think maybe every 2 or 3 weeks. Definitely, it is it's very fun, and it's, I think, very helpful for people. If you ever have any topics that you want me to bring up or discuss, let me know. Like I said, get in touch with me. We can really hear anything. As you can see, we can talk about whatever's on our minds, and share it here. I think it's creating this kind of safe space for us to have a conversation, throw out questions. It's been really great, and it's more about, like I said, growing this community, being a community. So definitely gonna have a lot more of these afternoon tea sessions. It's been great. For a fun co-op game, Julia says, for friends, family, I recommend Overcooked and Overcooked 2. Crazy and fun. All right, a lot of good stuff here. Is it a cooking game? Kinda. I can't believe it's almost August. That is nuts. Like, what? That's just crazy. This is just a bizarre year, but looking at the positive side, looking at the bright side. But yeah, it's like, that's nuts. It's like, yeah, of course, the cooking game. The Walking Dead Telltale game was a good time. Nearly cried at the end of the first season. Yeah, it's these games. I get so, like, remember, like, The Last of Us, the first one. I was like, wow, why do I feel so emotional here? Like, it's like, it's like a movie. Matthew, here's a career-related question. At what point do you realize that networking with someone is just not gonna work? Work in what sense? Like, that you think is simply not getting work, or it's like you're not continuing to build the relationship? I think for me, when I realized that maybe things were not going to move forward, say more than anything with communication and the relationship, is simply by, I guess, when I would send emails or messages and I wasn't getting a reply. You kind of start seeing that, maybe, it could be anything. This person just have other priorities, and I mean, it could be so many things. But I think for me, it has been, or I've noticed, like, say, when communication just kind of drops, when say I am putting the effort and communicating and sending messages and maybe even calls, and it's just not you know, I don't get responses. So to me, that is that means that's a sign that's kind of like, all right, well, maybe that's not gonna happen or something, you know. You can feel it out. It's like you can tell when someone is really, I think, when someone is kind of really willing to help you. And I know, I mean, you know, I know we're all busy. I get it, but you just kind of, it's a kind of this gut feeling, and it's, I think just with communication, when it starts to drop, it's like, okay, maybe this is not, at least for now. Maybe you can revisit it down the line. But that's to me like kind of what it's an indication of that. And if you're saying, well, if they're more so about it, yeah, if they're not really interested in networking with you, again, it's like it's just feeling kind of reading maybe the if you were in person, reading the body language, I think you can really tell, or like say, you know, this happens a lot. It's LA. It's like, you know, yeah, man, I'll help you out, or I'll do this, and then nothing happens, right? But more so than anything, I think it's communication. You can just tell right away that someone's not interested in if it's in person, say body language, or even just kind of their actions, or, you know, the way that they communicate with you, or lack of. You can tell, I think, right away. But more than anything, you know, I should say, I want to point out, don't take it personal. Don't take things personal in general. You know, it's just, you move on. Move on. Don't take it personal. That's only going to bring you down. You know, when you overthink things like, why did this happen? What's wrong with me? It's nothing. I mean, sure, maybe you can fix things and you can take a different approach, but don't get caught up in this thing where it's like, oh yeah, something's wrong with me, and you get down on yourself, and then you lose motivation. It's like, no, just, hey, you know what? Okay, sucks, didn't happen. Or, you know what? This sucks that this person was not interested. Move on. Keep doing it. But just keep doing it. That's the thing. As I tell people, just keep doing it. Don't get discouraged just because simply maybe someone is not, you know, say into helping you network, or not, or doesn't want to connect with you or whatever. Don't take it personal. You know, just move on. Move on and keep, you know, it's a numbers game. Keep doing it. Keep putting feelers out there. Keep sending messages. You know, you'll find that person. There's a lot of people out there, but the way to meet them is just simply by creating those opportunities for yourself. And that is just simply a numbers game. Keep doing it. It's very simple concepts, but, you know, like, but it's the truth. That's why it works. And that's why I recommend it. It's just simply being persistent, keep going. The more you put your energy out there, the more likely you're gonna find the right person that is gonna maybe take you under their wing, or just simply give you that attention, and hopefully that leads to something, you know, say work wise, you know, or you learn something. There's no wasted work, as Agustin Resach mentioned to me. And I don't think that there's any, in general, wasted experiences. Take these experiences as learning experience. Learn from them. You know, don't be afraid of failing. It's just simply, you know, it's a learning process. This thing, you know, say achieving our goals, both personal and career goals, can take time. It takes time. It takes work more than anything. It's about, you know, stop thinking about things that are just going to happen overnight. It takes work, but you will be rewarded. I totally believe that. Okay, so I think kind of coming to the end of this a little bit. I'll take maybe a couple more questions. Maybe things that or topics that you'd like to bring up real quick. I think there's a lot of stuff going on today. There was a lot of stuff, a lot of great events. You know, editing, post-production events happening online today. I think it was a really busy day, and that's great. What is everyone doing this weekend? I got, like I said, I have a lot of stuff planned for this Hollywood Editing Mentor program. It's keeping me busy, but it's all great stuff. You're going to hear about it soon. But that is it, you know, I like to make it look good. I try as good as possible. You know, I like to really spend time on it. George, I know. George Lopez is grilling. Do you grill? How often do you grill, George? I mean, that's great. And now you're making me hungry. I'm thinking about barbecue because I know you like barbecue. Hanging out with the family. That's great. I went to see my family in San Diego. Obviously, that's another thing. I want to definitely use this time to spend more time with them. Edit Fest is coming up. That's right. Jacobo, Edit Fest is coming up, I think, the second weekend or third weekend of August. And it's all obviously online now. I'm still obviously going to check it out. But yeah, definitely Edit Fest. I haven't even looked at the information on how it's going to work out. But I think they're going to have rooms, and you just go from room to room, from what little that I read. But yes, I think I highly recommend. I've been to Edit Fest. Obviously, you know, when it was at the Disney lot. And it was great. Awesome time. I will definitely check it out this year. I highly recommend you check out Edit Fest. Very, 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 very worth it. I wonder, I mean, I'm assuming I'm interested to hear how they're going to do the networking bit this year. Maybe something like this. We'll see. I don't know. I don't have much information on it. Anissa, happy birthday. Happy birthday to Anissa, everyone. Happy birthday, Anissa. Hope it's an awesome celebration. Have a lot of fun. Sending you a lot of well wishes. Okay, we'll go just a little bit more. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I love doing it. I love to hear from you. I love you guys being here. And those of you that have come back, I appreciate you. Thanks for sticking with me. I thank you very much. And those new people that I've met today, great to meet you. Great to have you here. Definitely want you to come back often when we do these. Like I said, I want to do this. At least once every 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, something like that. And always want to hear from you. Anissa, very appreciative. Agustin, I'm going to hit you up soon. Got a lot to talk about. Thanks for showing up, Agustin. This is a good question. Does anyone know, do we need to get tickets for Edit Fest this year? Does anyone have the answer? Because I'm not sure. Oh, maybe we need to find that out because it's different this year. Yeah. So and also, if you have any, as we go, anytime suddenly an idea pops into your head, any topics that you want me to bring up here or discuss, shoot me a message. You can go on the HollywoodEditingMentor.com site and hit me up there. Contact me through there, or anything else. Any thoughts, anything, questions, whatever. I'm there. I'm here on Facebook. Send me a message. Send me a friend request. And so, but always looking to address people's concerns, and I want to know what your challenges are so we can talk about them, discuss them, find some solutions. And also, I'm always looking for feedback. I want to make sure that I'm doing the best job that I can, and to provide the best service that I can. And I want to hear from you. Because I also want any feedback. I don't get hurt. I love hearing feedback. That's the way I learn. You might see something that I'm not seeing. So I want to hear from you as well. If you think I can do something better, improve on something, let me know. I am not offended, honestly. But also, yeah, like I said, any topics, whether it be for the advice section, any videos that you like me to do, any articles you'd like me to write, tutorials. I always looking for suggestions. Hit me up. And so, yeah, I always want to hear from you. And don't forget, head over and join our founding members group, HollywoodEditingMentor.com/join. Got exclusive content, exclusive offers for you. We're going to have a lot more stuff, a lot of announcements soon. This thing is growing. And, if you can, obviously take advantage of all the free information that's on there. If you want to work close with me and work one-on-one, we can certainly discuss that. And also, like I said, we've got some courses lined up. We're going to be putting up some courses soon. Stuff like to learn, say, technical skills, and also maybe to kind of work on also our soft skills, how to, be better at networking, those things like that, communication. So we're going to create those services as well. So sign up for Hollywood, the founding members group. I'm going to take care of you guys. My founding members, founding community will take care of you. Head over to HollywoodEditingMentor.com/join and sign up. I promise I will not flood your inbox. I'm not going to be sending you all kinds of emails all the time. I'm not going to do that because I hate that myself, so I wouldn't do it to you. But just head over there and join. Like this Facebook page. Our goal, last time I posted a video, I said I wanted to get to 500 likes. We were close this morning. I hope we can get to 500 hopefully today. Let's go to 500. Let's do that. And grow this community. Sasha from Argentina. Good to have you here, Sasha. I love Argentina. Tengo muchos amigos argentinos. I just visited my Argentine friend, and she fed me like crazy, man. Argentinos love to feed you. I ate milanesa, tortilla, choripan. I mean, nonstop is so delicious. And I was watching then the new the show Street Food Latin America, and the first episode was from Argentina, and yeah. Sí, Sasha, yo estuve en Buenos Aires. I was in Buenos Aires in 2007, and I went to El Calafate, went to the Patagonia, went to the Perito Moreno Glacier. Had an amazing time in Argentina. I love the people. I love the food. Gracias por estar aquí. La milanesa napolitana is my favorite. Yes, and check out that show. I think it's called Street Food Latin America on Netflix. Oh my God, it's like, or don't watch it because you're just gonna get hungry. And so yeah, I want to go back to Argentina. I want to go to Peru, Colombia, and I want to go back to Oaxaca. I've been to Oaxaca many times, and that is one of my favorite places in this world. And I can't wait to go back. But check out that show, yeah. I'm hungry. You guys, you're gonna make me break my diet right now. I'm doing so good. But yeah, Sasha, good. Thanks for being here. We're finishing up, but we're gonna do this again. So definitely join us the next time. And head over to the HollywoodEditingMentor.com website. Sign up for the email list so you stay up to date with everything that's happening. A lot of stuff happening. You know what? I got to say, I've been hearing from people now from Argentina. I talked to someone the other day from Brazil, from Chile, Italy. Hollywood Editing Mentor is going global, and I love that people are reaching out to me from all over the world. It's fascinating. But yes, next time, Sasha. No worries. We'll do this again next time. Okay, I think I'm gonna wind this down. It's been great. Always have a lot of fun, and so I will definitely do this again next time, or do this again soon. Sorry, I should say. Okay. Thanks again, guys, for being here. This was fun, informative. Hope to see you again on the next one. And don't forget to head over to HollywoodEditingMentor.com/join. Join the founding members group. So you can stay up to date with all this content that's happening here. A lot of big things happening. We're moving forward. Jacobo, good to see you. Thanks for being here, Jacobo. Nos vemos para la otra. Anissa, no, you're awesome. And happy birthday, Anissa. Thanks for being here. We should all got together and sang happy birthday. Edward, thank you. Julia, good to see you. Ben, thanks, man. Have a great weekend as well. Mark, thanks, man. I'm glad you're here participating. I love it. You have a lot of great advice for people. George, gracias, man. Gracias. Talk soon. Thanks for showing up. Denise, thank you. I'm glad it's working out. Thank you, Denise. And I'm glad you're here. Hope to see you, obviously, in the next one. Itai, have a great weekend as well. Rocking out here with Hollywood Editing Mentor. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. My name is Joaquin Elizondo. Again, the creator of the Hollywood Editing Mentor program. I also edit things here and there. But thanks again. Don't forget to sign up for the list and hit like on the Facebook page. Let's go to 500. 500 likes. Let's grow this. All right? Okay, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of you. Thanks for everything. Thanks for just inspiring me to do this. And thanks for being here. I can't say it enough. I appreciate you being here. You are my motivation. And so thank you very much. All right, everyone, have a good weekend. Hollywood Editing Mentor, Afternoon Tea with Hollywood Editing Mentor here. I will see you next time. Let's play it out. I didn't want the song to end. All right, guys. Thanks again. All right, I'll see you next time. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Wear your mask. And stay healthy. Eat right. Do exercise. Get out there. And all right, guys. I will see you next time.